and anywhere throughout time. Intricate exploration of the universe with externalized minds housed in structures composed of only light, focused with lenses made of heat instead of plastic, glass, or water. Using lucid dreams as a monitor when waking in the morning, then falling back asleep, with augmented reality apps allowing sleep movements and sound to control training dream sequences and 24/7 individual production of innovations. So, like, when you're asleep, with lucid dreams being used as a monitor, you can be plugged into any kind of system. Because your sleep movements can be monitored by AR, earned us the right to consume because we defend Earth. Immortalizing existence by traveling the universe in moments then returning before sent to any thought and anywhere throughout time. Intricate exploration of the universe with externalized minds housed in structures composed of only light, focused with lenses made of heat instead of plastic, glass, or water. Using lucid dreams as a monitor when waking in the morning, then falling back asleep, with augmented reality apps allowing sleep movements and sound to control training dream sequences and 24/7 individual production of innovations. So, like, when you're asleep, with lucid dreams being used as a monitor, you can be plugged into any kind of system. Because your sleep movements can be monitored by AR and manipulate whatever you're being told to visualize in your sleep. So, like, move your hand a little bit and it affects it and it activates things, for example, while you're sleeping and visualizing what you told you to dream. And choosing alien intelligence doesn't exist because they wouldn't be here. If younger, we would be flooded because of ease of use of quantum racer experiment, traveling the universe in moments. If older, they would be here and have nothing to fear because we've almost solved war for ourselves. So they'd have no enemies anymore. There's no species that is kept 100% secret. There are always leads and resources to everything that we have around us. It's too vast of a lead. Ancient flight mainframe made of wise men, Sandman, our cheap minds, creative computing, immortalizing existence. Our autism features intricate variations and unconscious expressions that allow supercomputer cores to map our experiences. Time travel existing, proven into the future on rockets, and proven into the past with quantum racer experiment focused on starlight, proves God exists. Because that's the first superpower you need to gain omnipotence. Because you're instantly able to rebuild yourself to omnipotence with unlimited time by sending things and your mind into the future and anywhere throughout time. So you're able to collect all the resources you need to build yourself into omnipotence, like the technology. So that's the first technology you need. And then that instantly allows you to build everything else that you need to do. Super powerful space engines composed of only nuke explosions housing and channeling the forces. Space elevators can be made with volcanoes using lightning to magnetize aerodynamically filtered soot.
Outer space broadcast from ad surging cell towers as a canvas. Gets folks to use lucid dreams as a monitor to visualize God. Then I have painting on food to make music. A dragging a hand on a dragging a finger on an iPad while I was painting food. Then I have a box that clear plastic box, a small box wrapped in plastic painting. Then choose your own adventure is used as a code that you break to escape the clear plastic box, which is then destroyed so you can escape to another box, a larger box. And that box is then created while you're in the first box. And then it's a clear plastic box again, and the projector is turned on, so the plastic is a hologram. It catches a lot of the projector. Then you co-create another puzzle to escape that box. And then outside with Jeep and stuff, a lot of other things. I've described it before in other videos. The 3D fractals were made with mandelbulber, and they were made by sketching on the iPad. Then that movement on the screen was recorded with Murga, like mouse recording software that's really cheap, and then played back on the navigation pane of the mandelbulber. So the sketch that I made not only made music, but it also navigated a 3D fractal. So to make sure we are doing this right, that is where we are right now, because time travel exists, proving God exists, and that instantly builds omnipotence without 1999 ownership of a reader of the quantum razor experience that turns starlight waves the particles instantly throughout time to their source. God will first be the top flying colonel in the Air Force, then maybe a president depending on how things go safety-wise for him. At the time, the Air Force invents the ability to build omnipotence with time travel. Side note, the presidency stays eventually George Washington, and when they leave the platform of the current president, they are combined into a single consciousness with George Washington with time travel. God is already here, but he's preserving the time and willing to risk losing his omnipotence. We already know how to build a full-time corner to omnipotence, and are currently racing to completely build out the time travel devices. Time travel devices are built to allow us to rewrite light waves to particles any kind of light, including heat, throughout time to the source, then arrange light in the return path to arrive at any time. So I added a pitch shifter, which I found that my internalized voice is lower than what is recorded. And then also it has a flange. A flanger, I think, is the filter that I used on it, that adds a vibration to it. So that makes it sound accurate, because what we're hearing is you got a lot of stuff in the way of the sound of your voice, and it's really loud, so it vibrates your eardrums.
Which I guess is how science class goes anyway for the most part, that at that point also include tools that auto-build for you if you or your supercomputer don't demand them. Anyone want to collaborate on building the weather balloon platform, towing the model rocket, towing the time capsule phone to space? Anyone interested in sending a solar-powered quadcopter boat towing DNA and information storage to Antarctica? Maybe we should combine the ideas and use a weather balloon platform towing the model rocket to also drop DNAW information storage into Antarctica. Anyone want to collaborate on an idea of their own?
A mechanism composed of lenses of heat instead of lenses of glass, plastic, or water, focusing light to form other lenses, fueled by light. So a mechanism completely composed of light.
For me to be creating clear practice boxes for audience members to use as an escape room. That they have they co-create the Choose Your Own Adventure, which the order of the videos to finalize Choose Your Own Adventure is code to the next group, which then finalize that Choose Your Own Adventure and escape that while painting on the clear plastic. They are inside of trying to see from the painting on the plastic create music. That's what they are. And also, there's marks on paper, essentially versus and then also dragging the hand of the paintbrush hand on a bone, physically drag your hand through sensors on the cell phone. That creates transmits marking as well. Another thing is painting on food by, so like you got like chips and pizza and whatever else you can think of in a liquid like tea inside of shot glasses and coffee and whatnot. Translating those marks to music. So like if it's coffee, you think with the half in the coffee, for example. Or if it's a chip, you paint with the dip on the chip, or you can topping on the marks and images created on the painting on the food. It's now editable and there's a bunch of translated music. So yeah, that's the plan, you create something. We got to describe this. Yeah, so all the way to the de-insert now, I'm going to create the sketches on food that translates music, that is music, and also use that with simple people to empower you, certain cell phone power zones, just use that thing for canvas. Also,
Hey Siri, call Mom. Food. Scratch. Outside. Food. Hey Siri, call Mom. Hey Siri, call Mom. Outside. Hey Siri, call Mom.
The enemy is not human. The enemy is demon shit. To neutralize the enemy is good, it isn't bad, like they often say as stepping on the grass is. Any kind of good or human/human appearance captured by the enemy that gets wasted by them, that they're trying to claim that you wasted, it's not you wasting them. It is them using good as a shield to waste more good. Neutralizing the enemy is the proper term, not killing the enemy because they're not human. Neutralizing the enemy is the proper term instead of killing the enemy because the enemy is not human. They aren't even the grass that you step on. Johnny Appleseed of Bushes for Bush, memory of isolation and inner monologue. It takes 5,000 individuals to perpetuate the species. So that means that most of the endangered species are literally extinct in a matter of time, unless science figures out a way to keep them going. The enemy is not human. neutralize the enemy's good isn't bad, like they often say, as stepping on the grasses. Any kind of good or human/human appearance captured by the enemy that gets wasted by them, that they're trying to claim that you wasted is not you wasting them. It is them using good as a shield to waste more good. Neutralizing the enemy is the proper term, not killing the enemy because you're not human. Neutralizing the enemy is the proper term instead of killing the enemy because the enemy is not human. They aren't even the grass that you step on. Johnny Appleseed bushes for bush in memory of isolation and inner monologue. It takes 5,000 individuals to perpetuate a species. So that means that most the endangered species are literally extinct in a matter of time, unless science figures out a way to keep them going. The enemy is not human. The enemy is even cheap. To neutralize the enemy is good, it isn't bad, like they often say, as stepping on the grass is. Any kind of good or human/human appearance captured by the enemy that gets wasted by them, that they're trying to claim that you wasted, it's not you wasting them. It is them using good as a shield to waste more good. Neutralizing the enemy is the proper term, not killing the enemy because they're not human. Neutralizing the enemy is the proper term instead of killing the enemy because the enemy is not human. They aren't even the grass that you step on. Johnny Appleseed bushes for bush in memory of isolation and inner monologue. It takes 5,000 individuals to perpetuate the species. So that means that most of the endangered species are literally extinct in a matter of time, unless science figures out a way to keep them going.
Quantum Eraser Experiment Build Zone of U.S. Intelligence Collaboration at Fusion will all in action defend Earth with SMS. Using the Quantum Eraser Experiment sculpting with the focusing of starlight waves to particles throughout time to the source, allowing us to travel the universe in moments, then clear light in the return path to arrive before sent to any thought and anywhere thought throughout time. Rewrites built can earn clearance if your U.S. intelligence supercomputer approves. Location of the eye and dilation of the eye in the stream of outer space light particles records our surroundings and also reflections and translucence in and behind the eye. Gradients of the lens affects the stream of particles, lens, and that lenses arch depending on the gradient. Using heat to widen the lens increases the number of streams of light waves forming particles. Light being absorbed by our eyes, reflections and translucence behind also absorbs thoughts in our minds like a mist, which can be reinforced by traveling to the mind throughout time with the mechanisms of light checking the reproduction of the mind. A washer and window fractal fly lens surface of trillions of lenses and collections of people forming a similar thought and lens structures built like Indian mounds add power to the rewriting of time. The quantum eraser experiments focus on rewriting starlight waves to particles allows us to sculpt starlight into mechanisms at the edge of our universe horizon, and that allows us to use mechanisms we sculpt at the next horizon and further in moments. Simple mechanisms that catapults us 18 billion light years to the next horizon, which is the dense origin of the universe. Then you can either off switch, then awaken 18 billion years later, or you can rearrange light particles in the return path of that horizon. The catapult launches you like to the past, then to the present, then to the past, then to here is the first steps there. To start sculpting starlight, find Earth's one window of clear sky. Then once out of the Milky Way, we hit wide open space at the edge of the galaxy clump using the galaxy light to sculpt with, not single stars. A sphere needs to be located or created, then shields built to the next sphere. We are working in the blind, so we won't know where the second sphere is. Scan until it can bounce off existing galaxies and stars as lens sphere, or in the next horizon, light can also be used to form a lens/sphere made of light. It is like we're a computer projector hitting our universe horizon observer sphere at different angles, then adding shields to hit the next till it sends back. Return is observed with where it was light wave, it is now particle code. Several streams coding a several stream sent to a sphere at the edge of a non-shielded, when it hit, comes from fan shield that speeds up the stream to the present, then the coded stream is no longer coded and remains streamlined, then a fan then hits our edge and the fan shields that stream.
Trinity, what I understand is how to switch on that. All you do is not smoke your last cigarette there, cigarette to see about withdrawal symptoms, which don't exist most of the time. So, all you do is wait to the 4 to 6 hours, and that's it. That's your thoroughly uncomfortable for the next 2 to 3 days. And then there's no nothing. I don't know what people are talking about. From what I understand, that's all there is that 4 to 6 hours, and then it lessens over 3 days to nothing.
Consciousness is housed in 4 areas of the brain and can be externalized with cell phone electrodes on the forehead and just above the spine. Infomorphs can also be used to where a mainframe leads and guides our choices and actions so heavily all that is lost when we pass is a bit of extra light added to our consciousness. If you get a chance, on the website, you might enjoy using lucid dreams as a monitor, which is the foundation of offering consciousness the malleability necessary to externalize it into a cell phone. You can lucid dream on your own without my work by falling back to sleep when you wake and move your hands only in your mind. Then, when you decide you want to fly, you can, for example. Problem is, the more lush the dream starts, the less control you have. Is there a dream you might like to control more intricately? I can build augmented reality controls, your sleeping movements, and sounds used. A lot of interest seems to be in how the existence of time travel proves the existence of God. Because that is the first thing to perfect to build omnipotence, which would then require preserving the timeline leading to that omnipotence, creation, which is why evil still exists. Painting on food live into an escape room with the 360 YouTube videos being keys to be able to escape and unlock codes for the escape room. 3D WebGL/AR. 6 levels played at the same time, activating lucid dreams as a monitor. The 360 YouTube videos have all the frames viewed at once for this choose your own adventure. The work also translates marks to music, and I might add the ability for dogs to speak as part of a level. Interactive translation guide multiplying diversified production of good immortalization. Ancient flight mainframe, made of wise men, Sandman, our sheer minds creative computing, immortalizing existence. Founding fathers, World Trade Center, Site Russia, calling origination took distance. Many outline Mayan murals, metallic satellites, extreme tech gaps over us engineering all investigated.
So it really, Ancient Flight mainframe proposed not of aliens, because aliens are disproven by the quantum research experiment. Like intelligent life beyond our own is disproven by the powerfulness of quantum research experiment, which I've talked about before. These all leads us to know that whether it's time travel or not, that wise men, ancient wise men, because there's this time gap in society and when our brains were exactly what they are today, that there's enough time there to have created a society that I don't necessarily think that it would be this mass society. I think originally it probably was like all the wise, like a really smart guy went around collecting wise people, right? And then these people end up building computers, right? And flight. And they end up building, like, externalizing their minds eventually and creating, like, painting on ancient live mainframe into an escape room. So like 360 YouTube videos, big satellites to be able to escape. And they're not like mesh. They're not like flooded WebGL slash AR. It's just like one city play at the same time because it's very inclusive. Like you have to be super wise or expelled. The 360 YouTube videos have all the frames viewed at once. No, maybe not. For this choose your own adventure. Or also translates and like they end up doing the same thing and finding the ability for dogs plugs their brains into the level. They figure out like, hey, interactive translation guide. As many people as possible create protocols to be able to like immortalize existence, which is the meaning of life. A mechanism that's also like which is the thing of lenses of heat instead of lenses of glass, plastic, or water. Focus on light, which just goes to form other lenses, not fuel light. So a mechanism returns back to the auras of light, which is it's a straight shot back to origin, and then you fray from there to get back to us at present day. You're rearranging the light particles to streamline the speed and get back to us before so the mechanism is the same as projecting onto like a wall, like at the theater. Like you don't necessarily, it's just a set of mirrors. And the scan of where your next observer is going to be, like you're not going to know, but you can read whether it's returned or not, and your success or not, through a scan of where it potentially is. So by hitting at different angles, by hitting our edge observer at different angles, it will scan the next horizon for another observer at that edge. It's a lot of sky to scan, but there's ways to construct it to where you can hit a large area very quickly. So it only takes a moment to get to the next place. And then return.
Is kept 100% secret. There are always resources too bad. Ancient flight mainframe made of wide our coupons creative computing, immortalizing our autism features intricate variations,
so they would just
conscious expression, as well as supercomputer cores to map our experiences.
I like the map.
Time travel is proven into the future and proven into the past. Quantum research experiment focused on starlight proves God exists. Because that's the first superpower you need to gain omnipotence. Because you're instantly able to rebuild yourself to omnipotence with unlimited time by sending things and mind anywhere throughout time. So you're able to collect all the resources and
Now there's who wants to get the other side of the coast and
build yourself into omnipotence.
I like how it really looks like there's a depiction
That's the first technology you need.
on top of the hill.
And then
Or
that
a hill slash cliff, that would be the body. I really
superpower
might also be interesting to
space engines composed of only nuke explosions housing the channel space elevators can be made with volcanoes using lightning to magnetize aerodynamically for our push.
or some other ancient marine that had four fins instead of two fins. How to sing songs you create words that sing is keeping it. So we might alien intelligence doesn't exist because they would be here. If younger, we would be flooded because of ease of use of quantum race experiment, travel the universe moments. If older, they would be here and have nothing to fear because we've only solved war for ourselves. So they'd have no enemies anymore. There's no species that is kept 100% secret. There are always leads and resources to everything that we have on this world. It's too vast of a lead. Ancient flight mainframe made of wise men, Sandman, our cheap bonds, creative computing, immortalizing existence. Our autism features intricate variations and unconscious expressions that allow supercomputer cores to map our experiences. Time travel existing, proven into the future on rockets, and proven into the past with quantum racer experiment focused on starlight, proves God exists. Because that's the first superpower you need to gain omnipotence. Because you're instantly able to rebuild yourself to omnipotence with unlimited time by sending things and your mind into the future and anywhere throughout time. collect all the resources you need to build yourself a lot. It's like technology. That's the first technology you need. And that instantly allows you to build everything else you need. Space engines compose long loop explosions, housing and channeling forces. Space elevators can be made involving lightning, magnetized, aerodynamic circles.
Sound of March cities, sound of March cities, kind of has a they cancel it out. Your march is the sound of still bravery. It's an honor. $2,000 times $500 equals $1 million. Million a day earned. Export barrel to Antarctica, $500. 2,000 poverty daily. That's unable to afford cremation. $2,000 times $500 equals $1 million.
session can start exporting 2,000 impoverished Jews daily deaths cheaper than cremation. Once started service towards Antarctic, organs free imperial export. Otherwise it exists. The Antarctic translation time multiplied towards the organization. Operations on the world, Hollywood's workers are internalizing the intelligence of ourselves. Basic defense strategies were followed. Designed to restore human rights because its interpretations protected us from prosecution for opponents in rules ages of completely frozen states. Our body should have numerous collections of blood flow mechanisms in resisting, functioning, and sustaining vital plants and limits that contain and sustain steam diversity. The next drug is fully operated for internal decades and preservations. Optimizing sterilization of processes of components and systems creativity with thermal mechanisms resurrection and vegetation senses extreme, altering states of consciousness, and other flow enhancement applications that ultimately enhance to be the foundation of internal organ structures that calibrate our bodies and ears, and exercises using sensory deprivation and experiences and so never experience eyes, unconscious industries are necessary. Let's capture still, or Mars and Mercury, join our colleagues to the safety of the Earth. Isolation and freeze, calibration, distortion, all-planet free land of fire with products, located process that listen to us around reality. Copy, actions to protect energy conservation and production, working with leaders to strengthen our transformations are true streamline our skeletons and skeletons into our body evidence transmissions to explore multisenses. Autism features intricate variations in unconscious expressions with supercomputer cores mapping our experiences. Mechanisms of light build emitting light through any heat and gravity focusing composition to create more heat and more gravity. Mechanisms of light can be experienced as made of matter, collecting pressures, shelling in air while competing, external lines, traveling across movements, and returning force into econ throughout time with the probabilities of experiment.
2,000 times $500 equals $1 million. Export barrel of $500. 2,000 populated units, that's 2,000 times $500 export barrel to $500. 2,000 populated units, that's creation. 2,000 times $500 equals $1 million. Million a day earned. Export barrel to $500. 2,000 populated units, that's creation. 2,000 times $500 equals $1 million. Million a day earned. Export barrel to $500. 2,000 polished daily US, that's needed to afford cremation.
USA's Servicemen's Antarctica procession can start exporting the 2,000 impoverished journalists daily deaths cheaper than cremation. Once started, Servicemen's Antarctic organs free burial export.
2,000 times $500 equals $1 million. Export barrel to Antarctica. 30 minutes if you're an adult, to like 3 hours if you're a baby. Okay, first thing you do is get goggles, and then you go underwater and blow out air through your nose and keep your mouth closed.